The following presentation
does not represent Australian opinion or intellect.
Fake news, folks. Fake news.
Catch me outside. Are you Muslim?
He should have been slapped as a child. He's a spoiled little freak brat who's probably been treated like a prince.
I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've...
But you schmucks are going to have to, like, talk straight into the mic now.
How's that?
Like, no fucking about.
Well, who's...
What?
No.
Dude, move it as you see fit. I don't care.
I am. Like this.
You're here?
And then when I drink, I go... and I do it again.
You realise...
Good day.
Did you actually get a coffee?
Yeah, I had to put petrol.
Who's outside, man? No, hang on, wait. I'm just going to make sure. I've got to get the internet running on this.
How's he supposed to come through this podcast if he doesn't have a coffee?
Exactly.
Are that the $1 one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it actually alright for $1 or what?
This one was... This...
This is getting out of control.
I love this, man.
One, you idiot. It's too loud.
We're going to die.
We're going to die.
Yeah. Put it upside down, so then it just sits there.
That would look so fucking poverty-stricken.
Why would it look poverty-stricken?
Then I have to run the lead across the roof, down the thing.
You got leads everywhere in this room, and he's worried about one.
Shut your mouth. Here's your gummies. Do you remember that Simpsons one with the gummy Vena de Milo? Yeah. Is the rarest gummy of them all? The Vena de Milo. Something about in the field of gummy. Would you stop saying gummy so much? Yeah. Yes. Gummies. The only problem is,
Oh, my donuts.
yeah. Donuts.
No pineapple?
You are
Deli meat? Deli meat. And you got
deli meat.
Is that why you had bread in the boot?
No, that's my dinner, man. That's for lunch tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to give you everything. I'm serious. You're both on point right now with my tolerance level. And I swear to God, you know what I actually did just to fuck you over? I'm serious. This is legit. No.
You put them in the fridge.
No. This is actually legitimate. Like, I went into... Oh, fuck yeah. You want to get your... What are you doing?
I'm fixing the mic.
Why can't you just sit like a normal person, man?
See, look, he has to lick his fingers.
Okay, here. Fuck me dead. Why do I get snacks in your butt?
We didn't think this through.
No. Yeah.
I didn't think the chocolate would be melting at 33 degree heat.
Or tissues.
Tissues are fine.
Okay.
What type of wipes? Are they biodegradable or?
Yeah. Have some.
Ooh, that many.
Fucking idiots. You know what that's like? That's like the when Otto's the mechanic for the school bus or whatever, he pulls out the Colonel. What's it called? Shakespeare's chicken. That's what it was called. He's eating like a Colonel Sanders bucket, but the chicken is called Shakespeare's chicken.
I don't remember that.
There's a logo of Shakespeare on the actual logo. Yeah, I swear to God.
No, I don't remember it.
Yeah. And then he pulls out his like wet towelette and he's like cleaning himself up. You don't remember that?
No. Is that like early season or?
Yeah, that's the one when what's the episode? I think it's the one when Bart gives blood to save Mr. Burns. I think it's that one.
Oh, okay.
And he's like a tech guy. He says he's a bona fide blood tech guy, but he's like repairing the truck.
I remember.
Nah. With the lollies, I was going to screw you over.
Well, you did, but anyway.
No, I didn't. I went into the European and imported aisle because I was going to look for some obscure brand. If I had more time, I would have gone to Aldi and just bought some fucking random brand of like tummy lollies.
From the Czech Republic.
Yeah. With the Soviet flag on it.
Yeah, from the former, whatever, like when it's still the same.
Probably would have been softer than these, though.
Uncle Leon's lollies. But that's it. You know how Rebo used to be my old indoor soccer, my mixed indoor soccer team. Haribo was our mascot, and it was also our chant. Like you'd get in the center, like everyone would put their hands in the center, like we'd go through the pep talk. It's like 1, 2, 3, Haribo! And we'd scream it every time we kicked the goal.
Did they pay them for you to do that or something?
No. We used to like binge on them every single game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but we used to freak teams out because before the match, we'd do like an Indian war cry. like a full like circle, man. And we're just going, Haribo, Haribo. It was fucked, man. People were staring at us like, what are you idiots doing? I'm like, dude, we won. We won like two finals in that team, man.
Nice.
Yeah, just around the corner.
Very good.
You never played mixed indoor, did you?
Nah.
You'd be like, what console's that on?
No.
Yeah.
Do you know why it's funny? Picturing him play, because I know this man, picturing him playing mixed indoor, he would treat the women as he would treat the men. He'd be like, all's fair in love and
Well, hang on,
war.
isn't that the point?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is, but there's still FIFA fair play. Like, you give the girl a chance, like, you know, like you don't, if there's a chick keeper, you don't blast it straight into her, like point blank.
Well, how else are you going to score?
That sounds. But isn't that sex? Isn't that what sexist is? Giving them the
Being sexist. Yeah, but at the same time, like, okay, think of it like this, yeah? I bring this up all the time because it's legitimate, yeah? They're always talking about the gender imbalance in employment, yeah? Which is true. Some industries, there is a big gender imbalance. And then there are certain industries where if you're a certain gender, you won't get ahead as quickly.
True.
Or you're more prone to either sexual harassment and blah, blah, blah. Like Dr. Mel that was in here like 3 months ago, she's a big advocate for that sort of shit. And if I bring her in, man, she'll bend your ears on all that stuff.
no,
yeah?
I'll pass, thank you.
Anyway, my point is you want to talk about gender imbalance? You know when you go past the road crews on the road?
Yeah.
Yeah, the traffic management?
Yeah.
Who do you see on the stop-go bat?
Yeah, they're all girls.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what they're getting paid to do that?
Like 130 a year.
Yeah, dude, stupid money.
Yeah.
Stupid money. As soon as they start bringing women into that industry, like predominantly to try and get the gender balance up, you don't see women paving the road, man.
Yeah.
No.
You don't see them
That's right.
scraping their nails with the shovel. They're on the stop-go bat.
Yeah.
And dude, I've pulled up to a lot of work sites where they've got the biggest attitudes in the world.
Yeah.
Like they're controlling God's traffic, man. I swear to God.
You know what though? That's funny because like not that long ago, it was all guys on those signs, and just recently,
It's just probably in the last 2
single
years.
sign. Yeah.
But it's like you said, it's always just a traffic control. You know, across the road from my place, how they're building those apartments,
Yeah.
every day for 2 years, I think it was, because
Yeah.
they were building it.
They're finished now. Like
They're finished now, yeah, they're moving in and all that. For 2 years, every day, I'd leave for work in the morning, I'd see the traffic lady. When I came home,
Traffic person, John.
traffic person, sorry, we've got to be,
Could have been a guy.
could have been. Who are we to decide? Who are we to assume that, Tim?
You're taking the piss out of what is meant to be a progressive podcast.
Is it?
You're an idiot. Just
It is.
continue.
All right.
It is.
And it was the same person when I came back.
Yeah.
So, 8-9 hours later, I come home and it's the exact same person standing there.
Yeah.
Meaning what?
Meaning they get paid 130k a year.
I know they get paid a lot.
Yeah.
Traffic management gets paid.
Why aren't
Yeah.
lollipop people getting the same money?
Oh, you mean lollipop people as in a
No,
primary school?
I'm talking about the traffic control person
Yeah.
who was there when I'd leave would be the same person when I came home.
Yeah. So what's your grievance?
Yeah, I'm lost.
They were just doing that. That's all they were doing.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
as
weren't
they
putting them on
rotating.
anything else.
Or maybe they weren't qualified in any other trade. They just had a traffic management ticket. That was it.
Yeah, no, that's what they're
That's-
employed for.
Exactly.
It's literally
Yeah,
just
that's
for
what
that
I'm
job.
getting at. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you're saying the role itself wasn't rotated?
No.
There's
Yeah.
no rotation. Yeah.
There is
No,
none
no,
whatsoever.
No. Dude, I mean, especially with the new mob that I'm working with, yeah, like we go out to a lot of sites. And I can tell you right now, I can think of at least 2-3 sites that I've been to consistently over the last 2-3 months. Same traffic controller. Every day.
Yeah.
Who do you complain about? Like, what do you say there?
But you can't.
You can't.
No, can't. It's good that they're trying to get them into that.
What was
But it'd be better like getting them actually into the trade,
Doing work.
doing the work.
Yeah.
But do you reckon that's either mismanagement or do you reckon that's because there aren't enough women actually keen on doing it?
I think
it's just them trying to fill quotas.
it
reckon?
could be.
it
Yeah.
is. It's
I know there's a quota like that with the police force and the what are
there
they
is.
called the PSOs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a guy.
There's a ratio they have to
I had a
meet.
mate that tried out for it, and he was like a big kid, like unit man. Like he could be a bouncer in any city in the world.
Yep.
Fit. And they said to him, yeah, good luck, because they've got quotas to fill.
Yeah.
And you probably won't make this round, or maybe even the next one.
Yeah.
Legit.
Yeah.
They said they might call you back, but it's going to be tough. And he had to wait like a long time to get in.
Isn't that in itself sexist?
Well, that's reverse sexism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or which is sexism.
I was going to say, I don't know about reverse, but yeah, it is sexism, yeah.
Well, it's called...
Oh,
yeah.
from the opposite
It's
gender, you
sexism
mean?
in good,
It's selective.
good intention.
Yeah.
It's selective, yeah.
Yeah. Because they're trying to fill... It's like the...
Go closer to your mic.
Why?
Well, I have to look to the left and to the right.
Dude,
He was
pull it
eating.
back.
I was eating. I was trying not to,
Get chocolate on the...
make that noise into the
No
microphone.
eating in the studio.
These donuts weren't a good selection, Tim.
Fuck off, man.
The chocolate's melting.
Are they soft?
Yeah.
Pointed it at it. Chocolate.
I'll put them in. I'll put them in the
Put
fridge.
him in the fridge. You're right there.
Oh,
You
yeah, put 'em in the fridge.
You can
Alright.
literally
That's a good
reach
idea.
across and put him in the fridge.
But then I'll have to leave the mic.
Oh. You want to love? I asked you people out of the kindness of my heart, would you like anything from Woolies? Gummy bears, donuts.
Do you know what? The best thing is this water.
What about it?
I'm glad you got water.
I'm pretty sure that water was already in the fridge.
It is.
Yeah, because that wouldn't have been cold yet.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, well, at least alone the fridge works. Like, that's a good thing.
Can we quickly go back, right? So the other thing I was going to say was it could be the quota, or it could just be them assuming that because they're female, they can't do the cementing, they can't do the... What?
Oh, here we go.
He's chewing.
You should be.
Continue. Sorry.
No, that was pretty much it.
To get those jobs, you got to get these ticket things, whatever they're
Traffic
called.
management tickets.
Yeah.
You probably got to get a white card.
So you have to get
white
cards.
cards,
You have to go for
You get a white card 'cause
you have to go for that.
inside.
Yeah, exactly. If these people, whoever it is that's doing that, they have to be qualified.
Hang on, this guy's pissing me off. Just grab the packet and put it in front of you, man.
Why don't you just open it up and say you don't have the scrunchie?
You need tissue?
Tissue? What for?
I'll just put them on the tissue.
Oh, my God. I'm not bringing food in here ever again.
No, I'll come
No,
prepared
next time we just have to.
I'll bring a cheese and like prosciutto
something.
platter
Yeah, something just a bit easier. That's not as noisy.
eat, you idiots.
with some soft crackers so we don't make crunching sounds.
Well, how else are you gonna ply us here?
Dude, soft crackers. That brie, just pre-melted brie and digestive biscuits. Nothing but prunes and dates. Stopping the podcast after 17 minutes. Toilet run, you know what I mean? Give me a paper.
What's that wine called? The red wine that a lot of people like?
Red wine, port.
No.
Shiraz.
Yeah. It's a 17-minute mark. Can we just pause? I need a Shiraz. Thank you very much.
You just hear the sound of water, like booze pouring in the background.
Uncorking.
Yes.
You fucking
Fill it
idiot.
past the line, please.
Yeah, meanwhile, you haven't got any pants on for the record. For the record, you haven't got any fucking pants on.
Yeah. Guilty.
Nevertheless, alright, what was saying?
So they need tickets
Yeah,
to
okay.
be able to work on these sites. And
You need a white card to be, by the way, a
If you're on a
traffic
union
controller.
site,
in
Yeah.
general.
yeah,
Yeah.
so they might need to work maybe a certain amount on the site before they can even be able to work somewhere else in another like trade on the site.
Yeah.
So they earn their time on the site in the sense like I don't know, like
Oh, as in like you're doing almost like an apprenticeship.
yeah, almost like
You've clocked like 100 hours, like as a pilot or whatever. 1,000. Is it 1,000 hours?
1,000.
I think it's
like
1,000. In order to fly a commercial airliner, you need to fly
Yeah,
like
yeah,
1,000 hours or something.
yeah.
1,000 hours to fly. Like, man, like, put into perspective, if you flew once a week for like 3 hours, Jesus Christ, man! You like how many hours? How many months are you
Well,
gonna?
my friend just got it. I think he just passed his 1,000.
Really?
I saw. Yeah.
You have a mate who's a pilot?
Yeah. I didn't even know. came up on Facebook.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did he do his training in like Moorabbin or something?
I think he did. Yeah. It looked very familiar. So.
Can you imagine me flying a plane out of Moorabbin? Like, imagine you go to DFO.
just a trail of cop cars following you.
How would you feel if you honestly parked in DFO and you see me in like a Cessna with a propeller just take up, hey!
I'd be like the pilot jumping out of the helicopter in Terminator 2. Yeah. At the end.
Get out. It'd be like Grand Theft Auto, just a slew of cop cars. That'd be the best, man. That is you know what? That is a goal. I would love to fly a plane, man. I've driven most of the vehicles on land, other than tank. No, do you know what I would rather drive before a tank? Like a Winnebago.
Oh yeah,
like a dude,
Are you serious?
Yeah, just to have that hat on and just driving along with like a thermo and a donut.
An RV.
Kids, keep it down.
Yeah, man. Dude, the RV, man, it's the ultimate. Like, have you seen those RVs, like the full, like Lux models?
Yeah, they're full.
When I worked in the events mob, man, and we used to do the flooring at the camping caravan garden show, dude. We'd be laying flooring like just to protect the wheels of these RVs, and you'd get we used to call them grey-haired nomads, all the old farts that like hit retirement age and they're just blowing their pension on like the RV because in their minds they're going to do the Great Australian road trip.
Yeah.
Dude, they would like used car salesmen, like suckering these people in. You got to get the extras, you got to get the Bluetooth, and you got to get the flare lights, and these old farts were like bedazzled, man.
Yeah.
You go in with them, I swear to God, they're better than hotels, man.
Yeah.
Like king size bed.
Yeah, they're pretty. Yeah.
Three-tier rotisserie for the. Anyway, come back. You're saying you have to do it. You basically got to earn your hours in order to have a white
Some of
card.
these places you got to have experience in order to work like at a higher level, but they don't hire you because you don't have the experience. So you got to start at like low level, like maybe traffic control, earn your time, and then maybe you can like get a job.
I think traffic control is the entry point.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you reckon that's why we're always seeing them?
Yeah. No, I'm sure it is because I remember applying for one when someone told me it was like $50 an hour. I didn't get the job.
Well, no.
You need qualifications of nothing, apparently. And I had some, so...
You're an idiot, man. Yeah, but how many women do you actually see out on road sites driving bobcats?
I've never seen one.
At most, usually there's one or two. Not just on each site at most, but they'll just be doing the traffic.
I've never seen them. I'll be honest, man. Every site I've ever gone to in my life, I've never seen a woman like on a bobcat.
No, never.
Or
Never.
handling like a whacker or a digger or anything. That's legit. I'm not being sexist. Like, that's in my experience. Obviously, I haven't been...
You're just saying what you've seen,
Yeah, I haven't been at every road site in the world, but I'm just saying.
The ones you have?
Yeah.
It's never...
I've seen women truckies. Like, there's a woman that she works at TNT. She comes around to my depot now. Like, every couple of weeks she'll be there. You know? And so I've seen women truckies. Like, that's no big deal.
Yeah.
I've seen women forklift operators. I've worked in warehouses with women, but I've never seen them on road sites.
Yeah.
Do you reckon it's the reverse? What industry do you reckon there would be where they would actively discriminate against men like that?
Where they would?
Yeah, actively discriminate against women. Can you think of anything? I mean, obviously, if anyone's listening to this, they're probably going to like message us and say, you guys are fucking idiots, and you're not aware of what's going on out there. But I'm just saying, generally.
Well, no, it's not that you're discriminating. It's the fact that to fill quotas, if there's quotas, you're not necessarily hiring the most qualified person for the job.
You go back on that tip.
I'm just saying that. That's all I'm saying.
Ages ago, you just watched like a whole bunch of Jordan Peterson videos. And
I haven't watched anything in Jordan Peterson. I haven't watched anything. No, but it's, you know.
Yeah.
Mind you, I did bring something up about Hong Kong about a year ago.
What?
I did bring something up about Hong Kong a year ago.
What'd you bring up?
That Hong Kong didn't have the same, like, what do you call it? China was going to like restricting like liberties on Hong Kong.
Did you say it a year ago?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yes.
I'm tempted now to go into the archives to find it.
You dig deep.
Now, hang on. Did you actually specifically say that China will be doing that?
Yeah.
So you predicted it yourself?
Yes. I'm a modern day Nostradamus.
To be fair as well.
Nostradamus had like no...
Exactly.
Dude, legit, he didn't predict anything.
No, he's just very vague.
It was very vague. No, I'm not taking a piss. I'm being serious.
No, he was just very vague. Nothing was specific.
No.
But yeah, over a year. It was about a year ago. Yeah.
Hang on, man. Nostradamus.
I think it was the one when Ronaldo moved to Juve. I think might have been that one. When,
what do you mean?
The podcast. When it was, I think we were talking around the World Cup. I think it was around the World Cup.
Okay, here we go. Predictions by Nostradamus that seem to predict the future. 9 famous predictions that some people said foresaw the future. Okay. Dude, Nostradamus published a book in 1555, contained 942 quatrains that allegedly predict famous future events. Observers have come across a handful of predictions that you seem to...
This podcast just falling apart tonight.
Mm-hmm. Shut up, idiot. You know why? It's your stupid donuts. That's what it is.
The donuts is what derailed it.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sure it did.
Completely unrelated video.
It wasn't the fan.
Hey, the fan was fine until he moved the curtain.
He didn't move the curtain.
He did, when he squinched behind.
It all started when we walked in and the wall was collapsing.
Hey, I spent a lot of time fixing that. Anyway, observers have come across a handful of predictions that do seem to reflect real-world events. In reality, most of Nostradamus' prophecies are poorly translated and vaguely worded enough to encourage tons of speculation. Nostradamus' name is basically synonymous with predicting the future. Alleged oracle, blah, 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 16th century. Okay, so apparently he predicted the death of Henry II.
Pretty specific.
Okay, his quote was, "The young lion will overcome the older one. On the field of combat in a single battle, he will pierce his eyes through a golden cage, 2 wounds made 1, then he dies a cruel death."
That is so, like...
I mean, that's vague, but it's also...
Well, what actually happened was in the summer of 1559, King Henry II of France, the older one, lined up to joust. Fucking jousting. I'd love to joust, man. Joust Gabriel Comte de Montgomery, the young lion, who was 6 years his junior. The tournament was held to celebrate the upcoming wedding of the king's daughter. Why would you be a king and then in order to celebrate your upcoming... Your daughter's upcoming wedding, you decided to joust a guy 6 years younger than you? What stupid, vain decision.
Because that was the equivalent of wrestling back then. Like,
yeah, I know, but it's real.
Well, they used to put a little thing, on it to cap it.
Yeah, but you could die.
Well,
you took it to the throat or something, you were finished.
Yeah, yeah.
Didn't you watch Knight's Tale?
That's true, he's dead. So it did.
You are such an idiot.
It's been long enough.
Has it?
Yeah,
He's talking.
I think so.
I think that was longer than that, wasn't it?
No, it was like 2008 or something, wasn't it? Somewhere there. All right, hang on. In their final pass, Montgomery's lance tilted up, burst through the king's poorly secured visor, piercing his eyes through a golden cage, splintered according on the death of Henry.
Forget that. What happened to the guy that killed him? Did he get executed? They surely wouldn't have.
They wouldn't have even said about that, I don't think.
No, but I want to know. That's history.
They wouldn't have. They wouldn't have documented it.
Well, King Richard, the one who went on the Crusades?
Okay. It's King Richard back from the Crusades. Dude.
He survives the Crusade. Mel Brooks. He survives the Crusades, goes back to England, he besieges a castle, like he's saying, and he just gets killed with a stray arrow from like a peasant.
Well, I mean, they're all men at the end of the day.
Well, he was still young. He wasn't old.
No, but I mean, like, a stray arrow, it's not a glorious
Just a stray...
death,
of course not.
Yeah.
And
wait, say it again? Sorry, I missed that.
He dies from a stray arrow. I think it was a crossbow bolt or an arrow, one of the two. And he dies from it, and he says, when you capture the castle, don't kill the person who killed me.
Yeah.
We promise you we won't do that. What they do, I'm pretty sure they is that what they call it? Quartered
when they cut off your arms and legs.
They quartered and mastered? Is that what they call it?
No, drawn and quartered.
They did that to this guy. They killed him.
Sever your limbs, and they tie a horse to you and then yank you, so you break apart.
So they killed him anyway, even though they promised they weren't going to.
Yeah.
So this guy that killed him, even though it was an accident, like King Richard died as an accident, this guy here surely would have been killed.
Yeah, probably.
I don't think they had due process.
Do you want to know an interesting fact about arrows, now that you said it?
Arrows can't penetrate armour.
True. True, I guess it depends on the arrow, but...
well, they can't.
Apparently, if you...
Bushido blade arrow.
If you shoot someone or something, it doesn't stop, it'll just go straight through you.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. It's just like Hollywooded.
Yeah, everything's Hollywood.
So it looks good.
Yeah.
Wait. So I'm missing all of this because I'm trying to find stupid... the guy that killed Henry II.
So in the real world, like in the movies, you know how like someone gets shot with an arrow and it's sticking out, and they're like, "Oh fuck, I gotta rip it out or break it or whatever."
You gotta break the shaft,
leave it in there. In the real world, apparently the arrow just travels straight through.
Yeah, unless it hits bone.
It'll literally just go straight through.
Do you remember? I was watching that. I think it was on Vanity Fair. They usually have like an expert in the field, and
that's what I was watching.
They had like Lord of the Rings.
Yes,
yeah, and it said the technique was good, but the fact that he was shooting from like 100 yards or 50 yards, with that kind of technique, that kind of bow, arrow would just gone straight through, wouldn't have made a difference.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
I never knew that. Yeah,
it's interesting. A lot of a lot of stuff that what you see in Hollywood. what is portrayed is nowhere near.
Yeah.
Like arrows won't penetrate armor.
Yep.
That's why they make crossbows. Crossbows penetrate because
it's faster.
They shoot faster with more tension. Swords can't penetrate armor.
Yep.
They just hit. They just bounce off.
Yeah.
They just bounce. That's why they invented maces, because it was blunt force.
Yep.
They crush
and
bones
break,
and it create blunt force trauma. So you crush your
bleeding.
Yeah, internal bleeding. That's what they would die from.
Really?
Swords can't. Yeah, swords just bounce off the thing. The only thing that apparently can go through armor was a samurai sword.
Yep.
That's like surgical steel.
It just shreds
I was
right
going to
through
say that would be a material based thing, but I mean, not everyone's going to use that.
It actually went through plate armor. I've seen footage of one going through plate armor.
I mean, if you made a sword out of diamond and you went through the plate armor,
who's going to have a sword made out of diamond?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Kanye
it's
West.
doable.
All right, hang on. More Nostradamus predictions. The Great Fire of London. No, dude, I want to see what the deal is here. The blood of the just will commit a fault at London, burnt through lightning of 23's the 6th. The ancient lady will fall from her high place. Several of the same sect will be killed. This is often linked with the devastating Great Fire of London. In regards to the date, 20 times 3 is 60. Add 6 to that and you've got 66, or the year 66. London's infamous three-day blaze began on September 2nd, 1666.
Not a big fan of prophecies when they start introducing math, because then it just becomes like they had to make it work.
Yeah. If you plus 3 and then minus the 2, was he ever predicted in saying that? No. But if you plus the 3 and minus the 2, you get the number.
Yeah,
it's pretty close. He also took a bunch of mushrooms and started predicting things. So
what? Do you remember that one on on South Park when Cartman starts counting? 1 + 1 is 2. 2 + 3 is 5. 5 being the total of... That's what I'm talking about, man. This prediction is one of the weaker prophecies, as it is often quite a stretch to link to historical events, blah, 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 blah. The French Revolution. From the enslaved populace, songs, chants, and demands, while princes and lords are held captive in prisons, these will in the future by headless idiots be... What? Deceived? Whoops, I skipped forward. Deceived. Shut your mouth. Hang on. Where'd it go? Stupid Mac. Will be received as divine prayers. Starting with the storming of the Bastille in 1789, the French Revolution saw the overthrow of the monarchy, establishing a new republic. Okay. This is the third estate. Enslaved populace took control of Paris and forced their demands on the royalty. Ultimately, the revolution turned bloody. Nobles and commoners alike were declared traitors to the revolution and beheaded at the guillotine, headless idiots.
You know what's a good South Park episode?
No.
The John Edwards one.
I haven't seen it. Oh, the mentalist guy.
No, that's one with the sees dead people one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen
John Edwards meant to be like a mentalist?
No, he's the guy that talks to dead, talks to your dead relatives.
Hang on, John Edwards. I'm pretty sure...
I love the one when they do 24.
Yeah, you've talked about that.
I love that. I love that episode because it's just so left field, out of nowhere at the very end.
But in terms of like this whole prophecy, what we're talking about, and predicting the future and all that shit, like they sort of debunk it very, very well in that South Park episode about like how he's able to talk to the dead so accurately in the crowd live
because it's so vague.
Because
that's why, and that's why
and there's a whole book written on it. Yeah. You can just buy it, learn how to do it yourself.
Yeah, he's a purported psychic medium.
Purported.
Yeah, purported. I swear, that's what it says. He was convinced at a young age that he could become a psychic.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I was convinced I'd be a millionaire, and I still don't...
How do you become a psychic?
Well, the dead come and talk to you.
Fuck off.
Then you take a bunch of drugs and a cocktail, and...
Dude, Nostradamus predicted Louis Pasteur. The lost thing is discovered hidden in many centuries.
He prophesied antibiotics?
No, Louis Pasteur is accredited for pasteurization of milk. Not antibiotics.
What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of someone else.
I don't know either of them.
Antibiotics, the father of antibiotics. You're thinking of the Greek dude.
No.
Yeah. That's who you're thinking of. I'm serious. Hang on. No. You're thinking of Ukrainian guy. Selman Abraham Waxman.
There you go.
Waxman, yeah.
Good old Waxman.
Who first discovered antibiotics?
By accident.
Alexander Fleming, a Scottish biologist.
Fleming, yeah, that's it. I remember that one name.
Yeah, and the first use of antibiotics was Alexander Fleming.
Yeah.
Who discovered the virus first? Some other guy. 2 scientists. Tobacco mosaic virus. Jesus Christ. What was that hookworm you were talking about?
Yeah, so apparently hookworm.
Mm-hmm.
Very prevalent.
Prevalent,
I
yeah.
always stuff that up. Prevalent. It's called a. It's a poverty disease.
Oh yeah.
And
From shit and it's from like shit and stuff, right?
no, it's just
You step in
it's a
someone's shit
parasite.
or-
It's a parasite
Yeah.
that you get from walking barefoot.
Okay, wait a second.
And apparently,
hang on.
there's hundreds of millions of people worldwide that have this,
Oh, okay.
Dude.
and it's known for reducing IQ.
Well, that
Wait a
explains a
sec.
lot about Dim now, because
And apparently,
You're both fucked.
that's where the stereotype of the southerner with the hick southerner stereotype comes from.
So the lack of formal education and religious fundamentalism.
Oh, because they're
That's
barefoot.
got nothing to do with it.
because they're barefoot.
Yeah, because they were barefoot, and in the 1800s, because it was a much more poorer area than it is now, it's still that's how they discovered it.
Dude, do you know what?
Once they got rid of the parasite.
Wait, is there an actual statistic saying like how much it reduces IQ by, or is it just like they've noticed a change, but there's no?
I don't know if there's an
common-
actual number of how much it reduces
Okay.
it, but they do know it. It impedes youth, like brain development in
Yeah.
children if they get it when they're
Oh,
young.
shit, okay.
Yeah.
So that is permanent. That would be permanent.
No,
The brain
apparently
development-
the brain development
Yeah.
would be, but if you get it as an adult,
yeah.
it's just like a 5-day course of like an antibiotic, and that's it.
Dude, do you know what I think of every time someone says the word southerner? Of all the things, like, I listen to southern hip-hop, I watch movies, of all the southern crap, do you know what I think of? I think of Skinner, where he's on the phone with, like, Superintendent Chalmers. He's like, I'm sure Weinstein's thing was an excuse. It sounds so made up. Yob Kippur. Yom Kippur. All right. Now, this is why you're wrong. I don't know where you
Wrong
got
with what?
this
Hang on, wait.
southern.
Oh,
I got it from a leading medical doctor, scientist in the field of tropical diseases.
I'm sure it's on Wikipedia.
Okay, according to Pets and Parasites, it says that some hookworm of dogs can affect humans by penetrating the skin. This is most likely to occur when walking barefoot on the beach, working in the garden, or other areas where pets may deposit feces.
Yeah, and
Oh,
in
see, that's
poorer
that one you were-
in poorer areas, aren't there stray animals running around there?
Oh my god! Oh, well, now you're reaching.
I love how you're taking Wikipedia as gospel. You know you can change that like on the fly.
No, but honestly, that's how I knew it as well. I was always
Yeah,
aware of
yeah.
the whole dog stepping in another dog's feces, bringing it home. You can get hookworm and all
We're
that.
getting this about creating what's it called? Intelligence.
IQ.
Yeah. How can your IQ drop because of?
Because it's a parasite.
So
Parasites can wreak havoc on the body.
what? Make you stupid?
Yeah.
No, but so did they say that the parasite goes into the brain and like attaches?
I didn't
on?
say exactly specifically how it does it, but it
Okay. I'll look
it
this up,
reduces
don't
it.
worry.
Yeah.
How
is
does
interesting.
hookworm cause drop of IQ?
And so yeah, that's just how the stereotype originated. But it's not like something that originated now.
Yeah.
It's from the
Yeah, well, you always have the
turn of
strains
the
and-
of like 19th century.
Yeah.
You know,
Here's an article from
because it was
An article from Vice from 3 years ago. Southerners weren't lazy, just infected with hookworms.
Oh, well, there we go.
there you go.
It's a hidden truth. The trope of the lazy Southerner dates back to America's postbellum period following the end of the Civil War. No one really knew where it came from, but the image of a lethargic, filthy, drawling farmer has pervaded art, literature, pop culture, blah, 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 blah. Some woman called Rachel Nua has presented some compelling evidence for the theory that a hookworm epidemic was responsible for this rural stereotype. Because it causes exhaustion and mental fogginess.
Okay. I'll take that.
You're reaching. Apparently Nostradamus predicted Hitler.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. From the depths of the west of Europe, a young child will be born of poor people. He who by his tongue will seduce a great troop, his fame will increase towards the realm of the east. Also...
that could have been Julius Caesar.
No, well, this is before Caesar. This is after Caesar.
Yeah, but the exact same words can be used for Caesar, can be used for Alexander the Great, can be used for Napoleon.
Wait, was Rome in the west? No. of Europe. Rome wasn't in the west of Europe; it was in the south of Europe.
Yeah.
So, hence, you're already wrong off the bat.
Oh, so you're saying he's giving a specific region, which is the west?
Because it's east.
Beasts ferocious.
Everything's the east of everything, isn't
will
it?
cross the rivers, depending where you are.
You're reaching, Dim.
I'm in Miami, Florida. Everything's east.
Well, that's right. You go far enough, everything's east.
All right, hang on. Beasts ferocious with hunger will cross the rivers. The greater part of the battlefield will be against Hista. Into a cage of iron will with a great one be drawn when the child of Germany observes nothing. So what happened is, in 1889, Adolf Hitler was born in Austria, which is in Western Europe, but his family was middle class, not impoverished. Hitler did rise in part due to his oratory abilities, why his tongue will seduce, and did initiate World War II, a great troop, by invading Poland. Some Nostradamus supporters have posited that Hista is a misspelling of Hitler, but it's actually the Latin term for the Danube. What's a Danube?
The river.
Okay.
In Germany?
I got no idea.
Egypt.
I thought it was... Actually, no, wait, Egypt.
I think it's Egypt.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw it in Origins. I'm serious, man.
Teaching, see? Games are good.
Hey, dude.
I'm learning.
No, wait a second, man. Origins has that museum mode. You know where you go around every artifact.
Ah, you looked into it.
No, I didn't actually play it, but I remember reading about it.
I told you.
Yeah, well, I ignore most of what you say.
Welcome to the podcast.
Dude, it's not in Egypt. It's in Europe's second longest river after the Volga. It's located in Central and Eastern Europe. So what are we thinking of? We're thinking of something that's got like a similar spelling in Egypt.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like, I know we're not imagining that.
No, you're right.
Okay. Apparently he predicted Charles de Gaulle, Hercules, king of Rome, and of Anne Mark with the surname of the chief of Triple Gaul, Italy, and one of them, St. Mark de Tremble, first monarch renowned by all. Yeah. So, other than the fact that he was a 3-time leader, triple whatever, and de Gaulle led the Free French forces during World War II, blah, blah, blah. Other than that, this quatrain appears to have little else to do with the famous French politician. Apparently he predicted Hiroshima and Nagasaki as well. Near the gates and within 2 cities, there will be scourges the like of which was never seen, famine within plague, people put out by steel, crying to the great immortal God for relief.
Yeah, I don't see the...
Because they're 2 cities.
That could literally be any invasion on any city ever.
Yeah.
But that's the point, yeah, exactly. Because it's vague.
As long as they're put out by steel. Yeah. Meaning anything.
Which could have been swords back then.
Could have been swords, could have been war hammers, could have been ballistas.
Yeah.
Dude, steel, it was an atomic bomb. The bomb itself was made of steel, but the byproduct was...
The
it was
chemicals
uranium.
inside, yeah.
It was uranium. They're reaching hard. Apparently the assassinations of John F. Kennedy and Bobby as well.
Oh, Bobby. Fuck, not Bobby.
Hey, man, Robert Kennedy was starting the same shit, and he got done as well, man. Incredible. All right. The great man will be struck down in the day by a thunderbolt, an evil deed foretold by the bearer of a petition. According to the prediction, another falls at night time, conflict at the Rains, London, and a pestilence in Tuscany. The conflict in Rains in London and sickness in Tuscany, however, doesn't fit in with the assassinations of the Kennedy. What the... This makes no sense. September 11 as well, apparently.
I remember
that one.
Earth-shaking fire from the center of the earth will cause tremors around the new city. 2 great rocks will war for a long time. Then Arethusa will redden a new river. What the hell's that? What's Arethusa?
I don't know.
Well, you should be all over this sort of shit.
I'm not a big fan.
Okay, in Greek mythology, Arethusa was a nymph and daughter of Nereus.
Oh, hello.
Who fled... It's not a nymph like what you're thinking.
Oh, sorry.
You play Middle-earth games?
I just jumped straight to Nymphomaniac, I'm sorry.
You're an idiot. All right, who fled from her home in Arcadia beneath the sea and came up as a freshwater fountain on the island of in Sicily. Yeah. Okay. So
outstanding.
So the new city, the only connection is the 2 great rocks, which was 2 towers.
Because I said
being New York City.
And the 2 rocks that will be fighting will probably be like America and Afghanistan. Oh, but they were fighting. They were fighting.
No, it was an invasion.
I don't know.
That's us. I don't believe in Nostradamus, man.
No, neither.
No, same.
But what I understand is these idiots never make any predictions that are within reasonable time frames.
Or specific words or names or countries or dates. That's when,
Yeah. There's never specific places.
It was the first spirit medium, like these, not spirit medium, what do you call them? Fortune tellers.
Yeah.
Like, he was the first fortune teller. There you go.
Yeah, but did
first commercial success fortune teller.
Was he a commercial success?
Well, we're still talking about him now.
No, I'm being serious though. Like, did he have money?
I don't know. Probably.
No, this is a legitimate,
I don't know.
I'm asking a legitimate question. What was he actually doing?
I don't know what his day job was.
Hang on. He had signed up to...
Imagine if he was a pimple.
He was part of an employment agency. He was waiting for forklift jobs. No, holding out for that Arvo shift, mate. By the way, this was going to happen 300 years from now. Watch. These idiots are going to be talking about it on the podcast. He never predicted podcasts.
There you go. True. There you go.
That's where we find the fault.
Yes.
Okay, hang on.
He's a fraud.
I stand by it, like, as in, if a fortune teller can't give me the lotto numbers for next week, you can't tell me shit.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. It's not a chosen thing. Like, I mean, if you're predicting this and predicting that, like, give me the lotto numbers.
But the thing is like, okay, this is what pisses me off about, say, Nostradamus' predictions. The fact that they're so vague, and all of them occurred like hundreds of years after he died. No one would have anyone even remotely relevant would never have even heard of him or given two shits about it.
Yeah.
It's not going to change anyone's life.
Yeah.
Like, he predicted that someone... It was the most... what was the word you used before? Vague.
Yeah.
The most vague references to nothing, and we've just connected it to nothing.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So what did Nostradamus actually do? He was an astrologer, a physician, and a reputed seer who was best known for his book of prophecies, allegedly predicting... Okay, there's 942 poetic, like, stanzas. A dozen of them came close to maybe predicting something. You're telling me that if we just wrote some vague shit right now, we couldn't just come up with...
In the next 300 years,
yeah, of course.
Link it to something.
You link it to something.
Yeah. We're talking about a modern world where occurrences happen every second of the day across the planet.
Did he predict his death? I doubt it.
How did he die?
Yeah, I don't know that either, actually. I'm curious now.
Did he predict his death?
Syphilis.
Yeah, he got the claps to predict that. You are such a dickhead. Hang on. Dude, he died of gout.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, he had gout. Dude,
That's hilarious.
He never thought he would die from drinking too much. You only get gout from drinking, right?
No. High, isn't it high salt diet, like a really poor diet, high salt, high fat.
Yeah.
And never foresaw himself getting gout. And he died with a few dead. Hang on.
That's what happens when you eat like salami all day.
Just chewing on cold cuts while he's making these bogus
Cocks of pepperoni.
It's got a wheel of cheese. Just ripping into it. Hang on, man. Hang on. All right. In late June, he summoned his lawyer to draw up an extensive will bequeathing...
Just the way you said...
What?
Just the way you said drop. It sounded like you were going to say drop a beat. Like he called his lawyer to drop a beat. The way you were saying
he summoned his lawyer to draw.
Draw. But it sounded like you say drop. I'm like, drop a beat.
All right.
His unreleased album. It comes out next year. It's competing with Tupac's.
Can you imagine he's just rapping about his predictions?
You fucking morons. He was in the 16th century. All right, hang on.
He's the OG.
Well, they were you said it yourself, it was a poem.
Original spoken word album. And the nomination goes to
Nostradamus.
Got the hologram at the what's the Grammy?
Oh, the hologram. Yeah, the one that the hologram with like Tupac or like the biggie one as well, the Michael Jackson one.
Yeah.
Did you see Cuba Gooding Jr.? What's happened to him?
No. Oh yeah, something happened. No, I forgot what it was. Yeah.
Dude, he's just Dude,
he's been accused of like sexual assault or something.
Sexual assault, harassment.
Yeah.
Basically, you know what's sad? Because we talked about Cuba Gooding about a year and a half ago. It was on my mate Alex's first show that he did with us, and we were talking about that ad where he's in the Optus ad, moonwalking and shit.
Yeah.
And we're saying how how wrong that ad was for the fact that they had an Oscar winner black man dancing for like a phone, right?
Yeah.
Dude, Cuba Gooding Jr. broke up with his missus I can't remember how many years ago, like a couple of years ago. It was like some been with her for like 20 years or some shit. They break up. And all these articles have come out basically saying how he's essentially living like his bachelor party, like just his Playboy way life, just on a roller coaster since then. It's like, well, the guy's approaching middle age.
Yeah.
Got no wife, done fuck all movies since the mid-90s.
Yeah.
What do you want him to do?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And they're attacking him for it. But what they're saying is that, he's been forcibly touching people. So, like, at parties and shit. Like,
Okay.
I don't know. But he's denying every single thing about it. I just pictured him, like, at the Grammys for some reason when you said he'd be presenting an award at the Grammys. Poor bastard's just gone down. Because I was, like, scrolling through the article and it had, like, a picture of Jerry Maguire, then a picture of him, like, bloated out in some club, just blazed or just drunk, and then him, like, standing next to some pretty woman. And then there's a picture of the Optusad, and just roped it in. Like, that Optusad was the pinnacle of his career in the last, like, 3 years.
Oh, yeah.
Poor bastard, man. How about, okay, look at it this way, yeah? If your ego takes a hit now, right, and you start living like you're, not midlife crisis, but you start doing some outlandish shit, whether it's like buying new clothes, whatever, within your means of within your means basically, right? Maybe make new friends or like start some insane hobby or some shit, make some outlandish purchases. If you're Cuba Gooding Jr. and you've won an Academy Award, then your missus breaks up, it's like a messy divorce, and decides to take like a couple of years off and just start partying and shit. Do you reckon if a woman did that, going back to what we're talking about later, do you reckon that if a woman did that, they would be hammering her for it? This guy's just shaking his head.
Well, no, why?
Think about it. Angelina Jolie, right? She had she didn't have a nervous breakdown, but she basically went into psycho mode.
Yeah.
After her massive divorce, and that was a huge thing. And basically, they tried to shit can Brad Pitt as being some philanderer, and then it came out that she was actually just a nut. And then Brad Pitt basically did everything right. Like he came back at like the Oscars or something. He was like tanned, freshly cut, new clothes. Like he just looked like the shit.
Yeah,
and it was like just humble as all hell.
Yeah.
While Angelina Jolie's life was just like going into the toilet. Can you think of any other time when a female celebrity has been canned for living like getting a Playboy boyfriend or just living in excess for like a year or two after like a bad breakup?
Britney Spears.
She had a meltdown. That was different. Hang on, wait a second. Britney Spears wasn't Cuba Gooding Jr.'s age. She was a lot younger, and she was just unhinged. She had a meltdown. That was a mental crisis.
I don't think she was criticised though. The only time I ever actually saw it was when she shaved her head, and then people spoke about it. That was it. I never really heard anything else other than that.
Yeah, but she had a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
Cuba Gooding Jr. just appears to be living his best life, like a pimp.
But isn't midlife crisis a form of a mental break? Yeah,
mental health issue.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is he really having a crisis?
I don't know. You tell me.
Do you remember Krusty?
Getting the Simpsons references in today.
Huh?
Would you call this a crisis like an ethical thing or well, that would all depend on what you mean by the word crisis. No. Well, hang on. Would you call what Cuba Gooding Jr. is going through a crisis?
I don't know. Is it?
Well,
it's in the name, isn't it? Midlife crisis.
I don't know.
He's not like 40. The dude's probably pushing close to 60.
Fuck off. Yeah, but 60.
I don't think midlife crisis is.
I don't say he is.
Nah, dude, he's 51.
All right. Well, he's pushing. He's 9 years to go.
He's separated from his missus 5 years ago, and he's essentially just lived like a party since then.
Oh.
Good on him. At what point is it a midlife though? Like I've heard like 25-year-olds say midlife.
Well, they say midlife starts at like 40, man. They say once you reach your 40s, like that's it.
So anything over 40 is a midlife crisis. If you're over going 40, downhill for something.
Yeah, we're essentially all reaching midlife soon.
Well, it's not even downhill, is it? It's just like if things aren't working out the way they're supposed to.
It's more of a psychological thing where you get to 40 and you think, shit, like I should have done either a lot more. I'm not where I thought I would be.
So I'm not allowed to have a midlife crisis at 30?
No.
I had one at 25.
I was going to say, I feel like I'm having one this year.
I had a heart attack yesterday.
Obviously a doctor can't justify, you have a midlife crisis on your hand.
No,
I don't know, is it? Like,
it's a figure of speech.
Yeah.
It's not...
That's what I'm saying, like, who justifies what it is?
You don't get a prescription for midlife crisis.
Yes, you do.
No.
Well, isn't it Xanax or?
Well, that's antidepressants, man.
What's the opposite? Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah,
well, the
no,
opposite. What's the opposite?
You're not prescribed Valium or Xannies because you haven't, because it's like, symptoms, stress, la la la.
Side effects might be buying a brand new car, houses, international cruises.
19-year-old girlfriend with
19-year-old. That's right. Yeah.
No. Tattoos, just random tattoos. No. What I'm saying is, you don't get diagnosed with midlife crisis like it's a disease.
Yeah.
Hang on, midlife. I'm going to actually look this up because this is interesting. No, essentially, okay, signs of a midlife crisis in a woman. What are signs of a midlife crisis? Here we go. Buying a sports car, drastic changes in habits, mood swings, impulsive decision making, shifts in sleeping habits, obsession with appearances, disconnecting from old friends, replacing them with younger friends, feeling tied down with no chance for change. What is a man's midlife crisis?
Wait, can I just intercept?
Yeah, go for it.
That just sounds like a normal female.
Yeah, I was waiting for someone else to
from
say
day one. But anyway, midlife, yeah. And everyone under 40 listening to this, you have no more excuses.
A midlife crisis is an emotional, uncomfortable period that men and women go through between the ages of 35 and 55.
Oh.
For most, it is a time to question priorities and adjust one's lifestyle to fit better with their emotional needs. Does it make sense?
We're a bunch of pigs. Emotional needs. Look at our ants, cavemen back then, just, like wiping their ass with their finger and drawing some pictures on the cave walls. And here we are going, I don't have a nice car. I'm not feeling good about it.
What are you talking about, dude? You had an Audi at like 19.
Yeah, I know. But I was forced into an Audi. Someone basically shoved a dick in my mouth.
You're an idiot, man. You're just in a talk. But then, to be fair, you got a Grizzly Adams beard. You're sitting with no pants on now.
Yeah. I'll tell you what.
How long did it take to bring that up?
I'll tell you what. The most expensive thing I'm wearing right now are my socks.
Under an hour. to be fair, you know what? I actually had that thought the other day, man. Like I'm used to working in warehousing like all my life, yeah?
Yeah.
So for the longest time, I would just go to work looking like absolute shit. Like, wouldn't fix my hair, wearing raggedy shit because you didn't want to wreck it. You're in a warehouse. And then, especially the last, couple months, because of my new role or whatever, I've tried to, just clean it up a bit, right? Because, it's how it is.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I was on my way to Wavos to go buy something from the supermarket. And what date's today? Tuesday. Maybe it was Monday when I was hungover. And I was just looking in my house for no, it wasn't Monday. It was Monday, definitely. I was looking in my house for clothes just to throw on so I can go to the shops. And I found what I was wearing on Sunday when I was hungover. And I've just pulled this t-shirt on. It was a white t-shirt. It had a pizza stain across the front of the chest. And it was I looked at it for 5 seconds. I just went, I get away with that. Who's going to see me away with it? I went, you fucking idiot. You got 100 t-shirts. Put on something clean for fuck's sakes. But you're not a stickler for that sort of shit, are you?
For what?
As in, your outfit, if you go out somewhere.
Yeah.
Do you give a shit? What were you wearing at that wedding?
Can I give you an example? Hang on a second.
Yeah, here we go. Don't raise your leg, you're in your jocks. What? What'd you get?
Alright. I'm a little bit of both. And my point will be because... I can really happily leave the house with shit like this.
Okay, but no one's going to see that.
Oh, yeah, it is.
It's just a pair of trackies with a hole in the pocket. Big deal.
Yeah, but it's a big hole. It's right in my ass.
Okay, you had that wedding the other day, and you were bagging the shit out of what's it called?
Oh yeah.
The patrons.
Yeah, I bought a $10 polo, and I wore that
to a wedding.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
$10 polo.
Yeah, with some what would you call them? Mustard.
That's never a good look.
Seeded mustard pants.
Where did you find them?
In Japan, I can't remember.
That is not a good look.
Seeded mustard. But as soon as I pull out my wallet, see, everyone's impressed.
So what, you're saying that everyone's waiting for the guy in the white polo to pull out his Burberry wallet?
$10 polo.
$10 polo.
What would you wear to a wedding?
Slacks and a shirt.
Yeah. Would you wear a suit? Would you wear a shirt? Would you wear a tie?
Yeah.
Standard,
It's standard, yeah.
Yeah. See, I've gone to weddings where it was a casual wedding, but casual for me for a casual wedding would be chinos and a shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's standard. But
I don't have a body for, like, everything that you're talking about, though. So, I can't get away with it. I need to be specific with what I pick.
You're a fucking idiot. But remember you pulled your suit out of the cupboard.
The suit didn't fit.
I said it looked like George Costanza wearing that tux. I'm not comfortable here.
Dude, I put my suit on, it didn't fit. That's why I had to resort to the mustard and the $10 polo.
But you were talking about that wedding, like the patrons there, right? How would you have described half of them?
Moving on. You're going to get me shot here.
I don't know. You know what, man? Because I've been to a lot of weddings as of late, and I've seen some grooms dressing completely cash. I've seen couples dressing completely cash.
Yeah.
Is it because of what our perception of a wedding is? Will we associate, like, say, more effort with clothes?
Well, the wedding I was involved with, there was no effort.
Okay, but think about this, yeah? If you go to a restaurant, okay, not even a restaurant. What was the name of the chicken joint me and you went to, like, ages ago? The Korean barbecue joint.
Gamis.
Gamis, yeah. How would you go to dress to Gamis?
We were pretty smart casual. We were pretty, like, neat.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure we were just in our trackies.
No, we were in jeans, I think.
No.
Wait, hang on, no, it was after here, wasn't it?
After a podcast.
Oh, then it was probably in trackies.
I'm wearing jeans now just for the sake of wearing jeans, because I just grabbed them off my floor.
Just take them off.
What I mean? Fuck off, man, not you. Alright. No, but you go to, like, look at it this way. Would you feel uncomfortable going to Gamis wearing trackies, knowing that other people wouldn't be?
No. Because I don't care.
What about you? He just shakes his head.
You're talking to a guy who literally goes out, like, naked and picks up his mail. I couldn't care less.
Naked?
I used to walk down to 7-Eleven in just underwear. I really don't care. Yeah.
How are you not locked up?
Even my neighbours from, like, school days used to say all the time, like, when we moved house, they'd be like, oh, we really miss seeing you come out in your underwear and just, like, hang around the front. I've just always been known that way.
You know the old wogs that, like, they wash their concrete in the middle of summer?
Yeah, he's just doing his shots.
Wearing, like, little jockey shorts.
They just stare you down as you walk by.
He's just watching the car like he's the weird one driving through the street. Like,
you're going to steal my lemons? You going to steal my lemons?
He's wearing little jockey shorts. He's got a singlet that's, like, painted on.
yeah, he's just...
Dude, that man has gone past his midlife crisis and just accepted what
he's
life
just
is
embraced.
Like.
That's right. He's just embraced his life.
I think you just did a Nostradamus on me, to be honest. You just predicted my future.
Exactly as the last 30 years have been.
Yeah, it'll just go on. Yeah. I'm pretty comfortable with it. But no, like, if we go out somewhere, I'll dress up pretty nicely. But like weddings and stuff, other people's stuff I don't care, but if it's with my partner, I'll dress up.
But do you see the correlation? Like, as in if you're representing your group? Say you and your mates go to a wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my mate did go to his wedding with me.
Yeah.
He was wearing a suit. And he was the most dressed person there.
I love how he's the guest and he rocks up dressed. And he rolls in. He's the +1 and he's normal.
But you were the +1.
I was the +1. I'm actually quite good friends with the people, yeah.
You're fucked.
And I was still well dressed compared to the others.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about that.
Neither do I. It's definitely the first time I've been to a wedding that I haven't worn a suit. Because usually I'll wear a suit.
Yeah.
Why didn't you wear one this time?
Because it wasn't a family member, it was a friend.
Oh, okay.
And I just assumed it would be casual.
Why?
Because they said it was going to be smart casual.
Do you know what smart casual is?
Not a suit.
It can be.
Isn't it like shirt and...
Polo.
You can get away with a nice
shirt
pair of jeans or
jeans
a nice pair
or
of
chinos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I want to see these mustard pants now because I can't envision anything nice about mustard pants.
I'll take a picture.